All right, let's jump right back into this NEWSTED. As the crow flies, I'll be honest, as the crow flies, I'm having about as good a time as it gets. A straight line through all kinds of stuff I enjoy. Thrash. I love thrash. Trashy, even ode to thrashy sex, which I'm pretty sure the last two were about. I don't know what this is about, but let's find out. NEWSTED, as the crow flies. It hits hard. From the drummer's t-shirt being an ultimate truth to the lyrical content I really like a lot. Hits hard. Definitely going to have to add Mr. NEWSTED here to standard rotation. Get some more of this on the channel for my own benefit and the test of time. If you're brand new to the channel because this is your stuff, hopefully it's not Rollen wrecks your favorite song. I have a tendency to do that. I highly recommend checking out the stuff. Maybe I'm not the first person to ever hear a song through. I don't think that's true. Same reason I don't solicit for the channel. I don't think I'm the one. I'm the bringing up the rear in third place, but doing it in style, I hope. But I'm not competing for first. That's for other people who have other intentions. I was just hoping to discover something new and cool, and boom! Looks like it's a win-win for Rollen. And I'm not afraid. Yeah. Yeah, so there is a very positive message in the lyrical content. I just have to acknowledge that. And I believe long before, you don't have to believe me, I'm only saying you shouldn't believe someone that says believe them. But I'm pretty sure I talked about the wind and the trees and the birds in the sky and being able to draw breath as being the... Everything else is a bonus. After a drink of water, a piece of fish, and some air to breathe, or venom, whatever, sustenance. I don't have a fantasy scenario where I don't need to eat and drink to survive. Of course I do. I live by a lake, and a man taught me to fish when I was a child. Sustenance is as easy as obtaining it. Hamburger don't come from the grocery store. Cricket paste don't come from the Trader Joe's. It comes from a pile of mashed up alive insects that they put in a tube and you squeeze it in your face hole. But some other person's going to wrangle those crickets, snuff out 100,000 lives for your sustenance. I'm going to go with the one cow after it had a full life. I can't imagine the hit to the energy pool that switching to insect food is going to give us. But the quantum hit is going to be immeasurable. Because if the spark of life is the spark of life, then you talking Homo sapien, upright, evolved Darwinian apes have the same spark of life as those crusty little insects. Wow! The negative hit to the energy pool is going to be amazing with bug sustaining foods. Wow! They're just gonna ramp up the amount of death because the earth is just a death cult. Come on, it's just a death cult. From the word go, I'll make those trouble thoughts out of your head. What you live is what you know. Any day of life is better than dead. Let's stay out all night and watch the shadows play in the light. And just look at us now. I'm not afraid to fail and I'm not afraid to fight. Wow. As the crow flies, I will make my way. As the day dies, I look back and say, as the crow flies, I will make my way. I like this better than both of the Metallica entries I did reactions to and hid because I hate Lars so much. But I'm supposed to get over that, but it turns out I'm going to line him with my top of the pyramid devils so I can just keep him on the side of evil. I don't know why. It's unfair, but, witch burnings took place. It's a bitch. I will make my way. As the day dies, I look back and say, we'll spend time today. I've made my own way, and I am not afraid, no. You know what the best time to start is? Now. The moment you have the realization there could be more, just go with that. The moment you realize you have to leave the sedentary nature behind and step up, if it's just anything of a positive, creative nature, you will make something. Make it big enough, you'll live forever. I mean, there are obvious answers to why you're here. Understanding it all isn't one of them. Leaving a positive mark for all the time, or as long as possible, right? Until they retcon your history and erase you from the past. There you go. I mean, that's as simple as it be to create in the physical. To transfer positive ideas from art forms into new and other positive ideas in the real world, and going forward as soon as you realize that's true. Sitting back and worrying about it won't get it done. You cannot visualize and make it happen without the activity. You cannot manifest it without the work and the complete embrace of the whole, not the tunnel vision. And that's it. I think I'll add it up here. A daily motivation, but it was a Mark Passio. So here's the difference. Sometimes Passio gets, I couldn't believe, he got like 15 million views on this Passio presentation. Now that's important. And it's up here. I'll link it. It's the true nature of manifestation. And without understanding the tools, the trade, the rules, you are probably channeling a single charged quantum particle field, vibrational, whatever. I'm not an expert on all this shit. You're serving the left or the right path. You have to serve the whole. The balance is part of it all. You have to sometimes get off the path as the crow flies and find the ups and downs, the valleys and peaks. Hey, don't go chasing waterfalls. I'm pretty sure Robert's going to remind me that. I think that's a reoccurring theme too. Unforgettable and death. Don't stop dreaming until the last breath. Beautiful in life. Unforgettable and death. Don't stop dreaming until the last breath. The hunger to be, to think and feel. Don't stop dreaming till it becomes real. Oh shit! God damn, that's literally watch it's like a 20-minute, 18-minute watch it. It's like what he's saying. I'm not saying shit. I'm just channeling it and doing another way of saying it. Right? Giving my goofball dummy Cliff Notes version. There are positive outcomes and there are negative outcomes. And then there's that other thing that there's the occulted outcome where you're fucking with both things at once, going past the known reality through the veil into the next. To think and feel. Maybe. Stop dreaming. What do I know? Nothing's real. Becomes real. Yeah, man. Becomes real. Becomes real. Becomes real. The irony of it all is this weird when he jumped off in the solo. He's kind of crude. I mean, I get a weird astral projection vibe from this moment in the video. So now I know I'm projecting. I'm putting it all together because I want it to be. I would definitely have to do a ton of research. I don't think I'm right in any way, shape, or form. But I definitely get this. Yeah. This is a way better than No, this is just way better than I could have hoped for. And I think it's one of those where sometimes pulling it out of the air just works. All the way from the beginning to the end. I'm still the same rambling idiot, and I just cleaned up the view and the surroundings. But I mean, in the end, I just sometimes like the algorithm to work with me. Obviously, it's because I was looking at things. I mean, that's why I get fed it. I'm not really crazy. But sometimes I think it's more obviously interconnected than we care to admit. And I went down the rabbit hole of the the holographic universe. So I actually know a little. I put a little time into that whole thing, and I'm going to dedicate more. I don't I don't care if it's a simulation. It would not make any difference than somehow it's a sentient simulation and I'm going to live out to the best life I can. Somehow getting that I'm worthless doesn't open up a magic key to something else. My worthlessness is in my own opinion of myself, my own reflections of you live what you know. So many depressed, sad people. Is that because they're living what they know or have been programmed? Because I could be in the dumps every day too, but I'd rather pull myself out, go as hard as I can, as the crow flies in the direction of self-respect, dignity, worth, purpose, creation, that whole thing. All right, I'm done. This one's way better than I'd hoped for. Way better. See? Told you he was flying around. I mean, I didn't know it was, Skinwalker changeling thing. I thought it was maybe astral projection, but I knew he took off into space and was flying around. If you could find my hidden Metallica reactions. So I felt the one video was so Lars-centric it made me want to puke. And I look at this, and there was moments where the band he is named after him, but in that solo, he's in the background, never once got edited into the front. The rest of the band gets plenty of attention. This is why I sometimes complain about, let's say, a baby metal, where you got all this great stuff going on, but I get it. The dance routine is what it's about, so that, you focus on that. As I said with that, I'd love to see it in a different scenario where the girls just had to stand there and sing, and it was just a band playing together. And then when you focus on the entire band, not just the ego, well, you get 18 minutes on a 6-minute song. And I could go another 18, but I won't. NEWSTED, as the crow flies, I obviously am quite smitten. And that's, there's sacred, there's occulted geometry, symbolism around his neck, on his drum head. There's stuff there. Like I said, I thought there was an astral projection or, changeling aspect to the video narrative. So all cool. I'm just saying we could go off on all kinds of stuff, but that's not the deal. What the deal is that was, in my own personal opinion, all opinions for entertainment purposes only, of course. Thank you for flying, Rollen Green. Thanks for riding Rolling Green roadways. I guess we don't fly just down the road in a green bus. But let's keep going. Okay, Aldius, Hammerfall, Sabaton still coming out, and I think. Let's see here. So this is how it works. I've been waiting for all the reactions. It's just kind of inside process for anyone who made it to this far. Thank you. 5 or 6 of you. Yeah, I give the bus riders the pass. You guys are the bomb. You should keep me going every day. But I was waiting because it's like, rejected, partly blocked. For some reason, whoever owns that Prong song just, the Russians, they ain't getting to listen to none of that shit. Every one of these partially blocked just means that 7%, my Russian audience that disappeared because, war is hell. Excuse me. That was bullshit. And it's in no way do I take away from the death and the murder and the bullshit. But for me, it shows up in the form of weird restriction games on the internet. That's it. So I don't watch mainstream media, so I haven't watched any propaganda. I just know I think all that shit should end. But point being, they're finally ready to go up, but I had to wait, because you got to wait for them to get rejected. You got to this, you got to that. And it looks like we're finally, so let's see, 11:04. I think I started 10-ish, something. I think it's in the first prong reaction, but now they're finally, that one's processed. And see, sometimes I get way far ahead. Sometimes I don't process, and all that shit just takes up time. Does what it does. But long story short, this was fire. I think we're on a roll. We got a lot more coming. If you enjoy this part, this is just for the bus riders and I to fuel some shit up and have a good time. So I hope that's happening. Take care.